Hello and good evening to one and all. Welcome to IRC's Season 10 of F1 as we head into round number 8, the Belgian Grand Prix. Just to brief our viewers about last week's race results of Tier 3, it was the Imola Grand Prix where Shubh Kumar outqualified not only his tier mate but also gave a good competition to the Tier 1 drivers. However, unfortunately, he DNF in the starting few laps, which just proves that how racecraft, the strategy, and keeping your nerves cool is so much important for the race. And it's a long run. Basically, you just have to remember that. And not an influencer won that is the Imola Grand Prix, packing good amount of points for the McLaren there. And coming to the standings, which soon will be displayed during qualifying. But as of now, it's a four-way battle between EP10 or E-Dog, as you might see here in the game, and it's Shubh Kumar who is giving good tough time to the drivers during quali. And we have the Aston Martin drivers, the destroy a track, and finally, of course, the not an influencer in the McLaren. Coming to the WCC, the constructors, we again have the four-way battle between McLaren, Aston Martin, Williams, and the Mercedes of the four drivers that are having the WTC fight. But just a brief reminder to our viewers that you too can join and participate in our league racing. You can join our Discord using the invite from the website. So our website is indianracingcommunity.co.in, which is also mentioned in the YouTube description. And well, this is AVD28, and co-commentating with me today is Haphazard, and our streamer for tonight is Dan. Without wasting more time, let's head to the track guide. Coming to the track, it's a 7 kilometer long with 19 turns and two DRS zone, where the DRS is definitely going to play a part. Especially the second DRS zone, that is the Camel Straight, and overtaking is definitely possible in under both the DRS zones, that is near the last source and the Camel Straight. And drivers have to be careful, definitely careful in the first lap. And this is going to be interesting because the lap is the 7 kilometer track is long and the number of laps will be reduced. You cannot afford to have damage here in this track. So again, let's move to the hot lap of our tier driver.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome on board a lap of the Spa International Circuit here in Belgium, one of the most beloved circuits in motorsporting history. Into turn 1, our source, also known as, want to be braking just before the 100-meter board, short shifting on the exit to get a good one as you coming up to a flat out section, one of many on this circuit. So yeah, make sure you get a good one there. Into Eau Rouge, just a kink in these modern day F1 cars. Make sure your steering is as minimal as possible to not scrub any speed off the momentum you may have gained from the good exit. Watch out for the DRS boards on the either side of the track. Into Lacombe, braking just before the 50-meter board. Attack these curves, but again, be gingerly over them, as the ground effect nature of this car can sort of unsettle the entire trajectory trying to take through those corners. Into Bruxelles, trailing all the way to the apex there and short shifting on the exit to get a good one. Into No Name, just a dab on the brakes, and just keep in mind not to extend on the right, very easy to do so there. Into Puon, another dab on the brakes, and yeah, again, keep in mind your minimum speed has to be as high as you can keep it, otherwise you will lose a lot of time. Into Piff Paff, sacrifice the right for the left there, attack this curve on the left right there, and again, don't extend on the right, easy to do so. Stavlo 1, attack this curve on the right hand side, and don't extend on the left there. And then for the Stavlo 2nd, you want to be as tight to the right there to minimize your distance to the next braking zone. Into Blanchimont, again, just a kink in these modern day F1 cars, preparing for the final corner. You can make or break your lap. Into bus stop, braking just before the 100-meter board. Attack both these apexes as much as you can. Keep your minimum speed as high up as you can, and short shift on the exit to finish off a very rapid lap of the Spa International Circuit here in Belgium.
Well, that was a beautiful lap time there by SSG Assassin, our tier 1 driver, who did win the Imola Grand Prix last week. If you have if you have missed out our Tier 1 race, do not forget to watch the highlights. And well, as of now, the lobby is up, so we should be moving to that screen anytime soon, and we'll get the weather update for tonight's race.
Yeah, well, of course, it is Spa Francorchamps, so it's an important race for everyone. Everyone wants to, have their glory moment in Spa. It's an important track for every single F1, racer here, and one of the best tracks in my opinion. What do you think, ABD?
Yeah, definitely. This is there's a lot of racing that can go on here, and of course, the racecraft is also plays a huge impact here. A lot of drivers are being tested for various factors, and that just makes this track more interesting to play and even watch.
And ABD, since I haven't been, joining you guys in this tier X at least, can you give me a rundown of what's happening in the championship? Who are we actually, seeing? We're fighting for the championship right now. Which team is in the front? Which team is at the back?
Right, like I said in the intro, we have a four-way battle, an interesting battle between the Shubh Kumar in the Mercedes, that is at number 8 as of now, and then we have E-Dog in the Williams at number 9 as of now. And then we have Destroyer Drag Racing finally after I believe he missed out 2 races consecutively. Well, good to see him back in the qualifying, racing us tonight, and he is in the Aston Martin right now at P16. And I believe not an influencer is not here, so well, he's gonna miss out on some points tonight, but he will be definitely wishing or hoping that the guys who he is battling with, just not gain much points. As you can see, the quali is already started, and we are into quali about 16 minutes, 45 seconds left, and drivers are out on the out lap. Well, definitely they cannot. The going for the medium stint in the quali is just not possible because because of the duration of the lap time that it takes. You just cannot afford to go out, and you will be probably out for about 7 minutes, and even doing 3 quali runs is very tight here.
Yeah, of course, and we have a yellow sector too. I guess that's just a car slowing down to give way. This can happen. Oh wait, is it? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any damage as such. Yeah, it just looks like we're slowing down to let the cars go through. But who's on a hot lap right now? Who's reached close enough to start their hot lap?
It should
I
be the
think
first Mercedes itself. I think that's Shubh Kumar who came out the first. Yeah.
definitely, and I think it's followed by two Aston Martins and the McLaren. So yeah, let's see what they can pull up here again. And okay, well, looks like Shub Kumar gave away
Mhm.
to the other teams behind. I think he just wants a bit of a clear track in front of him, and he knows there's space left behind him, so he can choose to do that. But right now we're on board. Let's see, Shub Kumar still. He's getting ready through the bus stop chicane, getting ready for his hot lap, and here we go, right down towards the main straight. Now he will have access to his DRS during qualifying, as as always, and again a pretty good turn in for the first turn, and I think he's just trying to test the limits right now because he doesn't want to push too hard. But again, you just want to make sure you're not bidding it in the first half of this session, because track evolution has an advantage. Won't you agree? Everybody?
Yes, definitely. I think that is the reason why people go for the medium stint, just to be on the safer side, and few people go for the no ERS kind of hot lap. They just don't enable the hot lap and they go for it, so as to not spin out or crash out. But we did see Shub Kumar going a little wide in the turn 1, but as of now, apart from that, he has been good, and the steering input is just phenomenal. uh, just good to see him improve by a lot since he has gotten the wheel, and yeah, as of now, it looks very good.
Yeah, definitely. Throughout Wuhan, you could see his steering input was precise there, and yeah, just a bit of a rough turn one, but again, he's maximizing throughout sector two. Hopefully, he has a good time at the end of this sector to match up for a provisional pole for the time being. And again, just the last few corners left for him. He needs a good turn into the bus stop chicane. Oh well, a little wide there by the end of it. I think he got a bit of a messy lift from that bump there at the bus stop chicane, but still gets pole provisional.
By a good margin there, 1.3 seconds off of AKQ there, and Destroy Drag pulling out just about similar time of what AKQ did. And this as of now, oh my god, that's a good competitive time by Mohan there in the Red Bull, who is also making his comeback tonight. He did perform really well in the Imola Grand Prix there, but unfortunately the race result was not, the end result was not just in his favor. Well, we do hope that he can keep that consistency on, and we see Miss keep getting that Haas on P7 there, not far behind Archit, just missing out by 500ths of a second. And good is Bacon has managed to put a good lap from the Alfa Romeo there. He is just about 1 second apart from Shiv Kumar, which is a good margin, but definitely I believe they can improve. Probably in their final hot lap there.
Yeah, then definitely they can improve, and again, track condition will play a role there. And we just need to see, these drivers getting a bit more comfortable again. But it's a little bit of a difficult track. You have to push to get the maximum out of this car. And again, if you push, you're also sometimes close to the wall, so you can, end up making mistakes down towards, Camille Straight and the turns consecutive to that. So you have to be careful as well while you're going for it. And looks like we have a technical issue here.
Yes, just a click heavily, but yeah, we are back. That was a good quality time by Sandeep Maridu there. He's also not far away from the pole, just about zero point 0.7 seconds, and good to see him improve as well. We did see him, last 3-4 races, he was not able to get within top six, but seeing him, put just zero point 0.7 seconds off of Shub Kumar is just great to watch that the drivers are improving every week, and yeah, that's just a delight.
Yeah, definitely. And again, like I said, the drivers are trying their best to match Shiv Kumar's time right now. But yeah, it was looks like it's a phenomenal lap by Shiv Kumar at the start. Even with the mistake at turn one, I think he still will extract more out of that lap time. But yeah, now we're on board Mist again. Mist has been a competitive driver in the past, but chooses to go out into the pits, maybe just to have a bit of a change of tires, bit of a look at what the other drivers are doing, what the other drivers are planning, and starting to get ready for the last lap. And we have here Nan 20, who apparently has hit a sector one fastest time here, purple sector one. Is that correct, Avery? The
Yeah,
telemetry?
yeah, well, it does show, and but
Oh,
just as
he's
we
gone.
speak about it, just as we speak about it, we cannot rely on the first hot lap because the delta there is different, but we did see the time was like plus zero point 0.3 to the P6. Jinan ruining his hot lap there and gets wing damage, so he definitely has to pit, and that's believe he has just enough time for the final run there. And now Uday Agarwal starting his hot lap uh, for the first. Yeah, he's gonna start first hot lap that he's going to be doing in this session.
Yeah, it's very tricky when you're on the curves right now. You can lose traction while you're on the curves, and that's exactly what happened. He just tried to push a bit more towards the curves, lost traction at the back, and completely spun around. Luckily, he didn't lose his car completely. It was just a front wing change. Hopefully, he'll be back for the last lap. But again, we're on board Swagger Turbo, the second Mercedes driver. He has a lot to prove against his own teammate, his first rival, as we tend to call him in F1. And yeah, let's see what Swagger can pull up here. Again, he's approaching the last few corners. I think is up till about to approach Blanchimont. Again, these are the key turns in Sector 2 that he has to sort of master to make sure that he can get the most out of his lap. And Yeah, the steering inputs do look great, but I guess he could have, he could have used the track a bit more down towards turn. I believe that's 11, 12. Yep, definitely. But let's see what he could pull up now. Just going towards the last few corners here. Needs to get a good turn in for the bus stop chicane. Bit wide there, but then gets on the throttle very quickly. Let's see if he can muster up P5. That's a second behind. Still a lot to gain from that.
Yeah, well, the gap between Gurez Bacon and Swagger Turbo is bare minimum is just 200ths of a second, and they're separated by very less margin. And again, we have the technical issue. SSJ,
Sorry
we
about
are
that.
on.
I
Yeah.
think the telemetry is acting up a little. I'll just fix that and get things running
Okay.
back up as soon as possible.
That's fine.
Sorry
Right.
about that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so again, I think it's going to be more close towards the midfield there. I can, again, as you were mentioning, ABD, the gap between P5 and P4 was just between a few hundredths of a second. So yeah, that's definitely going to play a massive role there.
Yeah, well, we can see Swagger Turbo also pulling out consistent good lap times in the quali there, but he just was not able to uh, get the race results there. But definitely hoping that he is finally able to do that tonight. And the weather as of now looks cloudy, I mean overcast. But yeah, with just 8 minutes of time left in the quali, I don't think it's going to rain, but it will be definitely interesting to see how the weather is going to change for the main race there. We are on board Mohan right now, who is not improving, who is 5 tenths behind Shubh Kumar, but definitely can improve in the final sector, or at least improve against his own hot lap, and
Create a
create the
better,
margin.
yeah, create a better gap between P3 and PC secure P2. Just the last few corners left. Again, gets a very good entry into the bus stop chicane. An amazing exit. Let's see what he can pull out here. Crosses the line to finish
Yeah, he
P2.
did. He did improve, but just by like 300ths of a second. The gap.
Mhm.
uh, he did it. He was able to do that, but he does have time. He does have enough time to go for the another hot lap. And Mamu Gandhi, we have two purple sectors, but
Oh, but it's
invalidates his lap
invalidation. Yeah.
in sector three. So that's unfortunate for him. He's gonna have to
Shubh
probably quit.
Kumar hitting pole again and increasing the gap by a second. That is insane from Shubh Kumar. Again, just shows the quality of drive that he has right now. And again, he has enough time to go out one more time, right? Maybe.
Yes,
Wait,
definitely. He
is
has enough
is
time.
that
He
rain?
has.
Can I see a
No.
few
Yeah,
droplets
that
there?
is a droplet of. That is a
Yeah.
droplet, and you.
Okay.
Good as bacon also improves. It is just 2 tenths off.
Oh my god, what a lap time by Good is bacon there. And if it is starting to rain, the drivers are running out of time there. There is not enough time for them to pit right now and come back with the soft. So yes, we can see the few droplets, and it's just about 3 minutes of time that they have before the softs are not the ideal stint for the
Uh,
hot lap. Yeah.
it's now or never, boys. So just push as fast as you can. Get the laps in. It's all or nothing for the time being because they're not gonna get another lap out of these tires. As soon as as soon as their one hot lap is over, the track will be too wet for these softs to run any longer on them, and the inters won't be fast enough. So it is now and never for these guys. And let's see which one. Looks like that's an invalidation for EP10. His lap is out. We're moving on to Slowy Reed, who has had good personal sectors. Can he push into the top 10? And let's say he does. P7 for the AlphaTauri driver. Amazing job for the time being. Let's move on to another driver, Mamukadmi. Okay, let's see. Again, an invalidation on the last lap, but he hasn't had amazing lap this time. And making sure, oh wait, did he got very close to an invalidation there. He's gonna lose a few tenths there. And P9 is what he can muster for the time being, and that's all he can get out from that lap. Let's see what Lean Cyprica do. Maybe how about you take this?
Yeah, that was. I believe he did lose about 0.3 seconds of the time, and we are on board lane sweeper, who is into the
Oh,
final. Okay, he is going to the pits because, well, he has done his final hot lap, I believe, and
okay.
that was. If you look at the qualifying as of now, from the P9 to P14, the six drivers are just separated within like 0.4 seconds of the time. The middle pack is very close, and definitely they can just gain, 6 positions if they are just able to improve by just zero point 0.3, zero point 0.4 seconds of time.
Definitely, and yeah, it's all up there. I think the track is still in a drivable condition for these. These soft tires. They're still not losing that much grip at this stage, and I think the rain droplets have stopped as well. Hopefully, that can help some of these drivers get their laps in, and maybe there, who knows, there's enough for another lap for some of these drivers to go at it one more time. As we're on board EP10, who is trying his best in that Williams to get this fastest, or get a better lap in. He's had a he's had a rough first sector, hoping to get a better middle sector. Again, the droplets still look like they're coming in. He has to be careful around these corners because again, if his tire loses traction, he's gonna land himself in the wall, and that's gonna destroy his entire qualifying. Yeah, and just making sure he's very careful with that throttle input. Track is at the edge of being wet and dry, still unable to get a better lap in. I think it's going to be difficult for him to push to the top 10.
Yeah, he did not improve in sector 1 and 2, and clearly the DRS is
DRS
disabled,
is
so
disabled.
softs is no more the ideal tires to be out there, and that is unfortunate for E-Dog. Yeah, he just decides to pit. He does not have enough time to go out another run, and we see a few more drivers, just
Yeah,
retiring because
struggling.
it's just not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you could see Shiv Kumar definitely retiring. He knows nobody can beat that time anymore. Not without DRS. That's not possible. But that is a good try by good as Bacon. Definitely gave it his best, and 2 tenths is not a bad gap compared to what it was before. Sad for Mohan. He was close to Shiv Kumar at the start, but is good enough to win P3. Can we see a bit of an increase from the Ferrari driver right now? As we are on board Uday Agar, what position would he land himself into? And that is P20 still, 4 seconds off board.
Yeah, basically he did not set any lap time, and now he did. But yeah, just not enough to beat any of the drivers out there with the track conditions as of now.
Hmm.
We see multiple cars in the pits. This is the hot time to be out there, but the weather is a spoiler there, because and they just have to sit and build the strategy right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it would have been better to have sort of a wet to dry transition, but then this is still fine. I mean, it still brings strategy into play and timings into play. And I think Shiv Kumar, was one of the few to be out there from the start, pushing it, and got lucky at the end for that.
Yeah, that would have been a spicy
Ooh,
qualifying there, and
ooh,
Ace Scoop on his hot lap invalidates and spins around. Who is the last driver to be out there? Yeah, we have Uday Agarwal as well, who is making his way to the pits but decides to retire. So that is qualifying done. All the pit drivers have to retire because the quali time is not over yet. But yeah, now it is. Great qualifying session by the drivers there. Shubh Kumar getting the pole position by 0.25 seconds. Goris Bekin getting the Alfa Romeo there on P2. Mohan MR9, again a great qualifying by him for the Red Bull. Destroyer Drag making his comeback for this week. Aston Martin, Sandeep Maridu in the Ferrari, great qualifying by him, and Ritesh in Alfa Romeo getting the P6. Good to see a lot of drivers, lot of new drivers improving in this qualifying session, and of course the track conditions were challenging for them.
definitely, definitely. At the end, they were, in that position where they knew they had to push but they had to be careful because of those droplets of, again, those droplets of rain, having an effect on those tires. Those tires need a hot temperature to grip to the surface, and that was something that they were missing out on by the end of it. I don't think none of them planned to have sort of a wet track at the end of it, and that caught them out there with the tire temps.
And it's overcast again with 22 laps of racing. And in this weather, I think the rain
Yeah.
is around again, man.
Yes. Especially when it's Spa Francorchamps. Definitely, we definitely see that crazy weather. Spa has that magical ability of having special weather around it. This is proving, this is sort of proof right now for that, because TRX looks to be involved with that weather condition. Now let's see how that affects strategy. I guess these drivers will factor that in their race strategy. Seeing those clouds out there, seeing that quali, they know that they could be looking for sort of a wet race, and they have to be ready for that.
Yes, definitely. And if it is the case, then the drivers are right now going for a hybrid setup. Although they cannot make many changes, but Ritesh has left the session, so he won't be able to tweak his setup or even go for the strategy. Unfortunate for him. Well, we are waiting for the drivers to load their setup, and yes, the timer is up. The 30 seconds countdown, and the race should be underway soon.
So we're gonna have a formation lap, ABD.
No, for F122, we have our leagues, as per our league rules, we have disabled the formation lab because we have noticed few bugs when it is enabled. So for that reason, the
Of course,
formation lab
EA.
is off. Yeah,
All right.
right. And the drivers are on the grid and waiting for the lights to be out. And it's five lights and the lights out, and away we go. But one of the drivers, that's a great move by Ritesh. I think that's the AI overtaking all the drivers. That's probably a jump start, but Shub Kumar is able to not hold the position as he is on mediums. Good as Bacon is able to get the position from him. Ritesh already flying away from the pack. Shub Kumar is right on behind of Good Bacon as they go into the Eau Rouge, and there
Oh
is
wait, we have
incident already.
incident.
It's of course Mahmoud Azmi who's involved. Unfortunate for him, and Jinan, as we
Yeah,
see, is in the last position. Shub Kumar is able to get the
yeah, but
position from
then
Govind
Shub Kumar gets
side.
two.
That's the ghosted car of Ritesh, not helping Good is taken there, and Alfa Romeo has to back out because of the not having clean air. Shiv Kumar able to gain the lead back, and as we see Ritesh AI not able to hold the position for him, and he is dropping back.
Definitely, and you could also see one of the key beneficiaries of this was the Aston Martin and Haas right now, currently in P3, sticking close to those teammates, and we can see that Ritesh definitely, the AI is slowing down, following its protocols now, and we can see the rest of them catch up. More importantly, I think where is the other Red Bull of Mohan MR6 who's goes down to P6, loses a lot of positions at the start there.
Yeah, and
But yeah,
again we have yellow flags. It's Deadshot who is in Alpha Tori, spun around, and he has lost the
damage.
position. And also Good is
Oh
taken is
my.
out of the race. He was fighting with Shub Kumar or Destroyer track, but he is out of the race, and that is safety car in lap 1. And that is unfortunate for him because he definitely looked great so far, but yeah, well, that happened.
Definitely, and yeah, this is of course beneficial for just a few people. I guess this is going to be a bit of a restart for them to catch up to Shub Kumar. Again, destroyer track, probably is just focusing on keeping himself close to the leader right now because he knows his race is for the long game, not for the short one. He needs to be closer to him, not fight him. So he just needs to maintain that. But yeah, Shub Kumar definitely retaining his position now right behind the safety car. We are seeing a few people enter the pits. Uday Aga, he's changing his wings and he's gonna have to catch up to the pack. Luckily, Gnan goes for a bit of a different strategy, goes back onto the mediums rather than staying on the hards. Looks like both the Aston Martins opted for the hards, but now the second Aston Martin is preferring the mediums at this stage. And looks like what is happening? Okay, looks like Destroyer Destroyer Drag overtook Shubh Kumar and is giving
For
back the position.
Yeah, for a moment he did, and as per our rules, overtaking under safety car is not allowed. I believe Shiv Kumar lagged out for a second or something, but oh well, it was a good start. It was a good race start until that happened, and we are not sure what happened with Godis Bacon because Shiv Kumar's wings are also intact. There is no wing damage on them. It probably can be a side pod contact, or maybe Godis Bacon has spun on his own. But interesting to see Gina unpinting for the mediums again. Not sure what the strategy was behind because he did not have his wing replaced. And uh, and again, interesting strategy from three of the drivers who are on hard stint right now. Uh, it's not just ideal to start on horse here, but we'll have to see how they change their strategy around.
Well, again, the safety car, one thing it attributes to is basically more time on track, and more time on track means we might see rain pop up a bit sooner for these drivers, and I think that's going to cause issues for our boys on hards because they're expecting rain to pop up at the end. That's when they're planning to pit. Most likely, that's a strategy the Aston Martin has opted in for. But again, this is sort of acting towards in the benefit of the Mercedes driver right now, Shiv Kumar, and the other medium runners as well. Hopefully, if they see rain soon, they'll be able to shift or transition uh, into that strategy quite easily.
Yes, definitely, and also not sure about the race weather here. If the rain is around the clock or not. I think yeah, we are going to have it displayed. Thank you, SSA, for that. And
Oh, that okay. I thought that that
yes,
Aston Martin was
there
definitely going into the wall.
there we have the weather forecast. It is going to be a dry. It's going to be a dry session, so no need of hybrid setup for anyone there, and people can focus on their strategy. Coming to Destroyer Drac, who is on hards right now, will be having some tough time getting those temperatures into his tires as the race resumes, and even Sandeep Marino is going to be attacking him as soon as it's a green flag.
Yeah, I have to say, let a man dream. Let me hope for a wet race so that this thing can become interesting. But there goes, our admin SSJ Assassins team were definitely giving us the weather forecast. So let's say if this is overcast, I guess they're just currently working on maintaining tires or tire temperatures, which is going to be the issue for this Aston Martin right now since they're on hards. The overcast is not helping with tire temps right now, so he'll have to work extra hard just to make sure his tires are competitive at the restart. Otherwise, he'll get demolished or absorbed by the Ferrari behind and the AlphaTauri as well. Sandeep and Slowy are getting ready with their tire temps as well.
Yeah, the Aston Martin is definitely vibing there. That kind of weaving is really hard to do. To warm his tires, and yeah, that is what he has to do because he is in the hard tires. And as we see some glitch, the reserve standing is in the first, probably a small glitch, but it's Mercedes who is on top. And even in the driver standing, we saw Shub Kumar and Destroyer Drag being in the top two or
And
three, I believe. And yeah, they even in the race as of now, they are battling, and
safety car.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
sorry,
get the
safety car.
notification. Yeah,
Extremely sorry, it's ABD, but yeah, the safety car is in this lap. That means everyone is now on point, getting ready for their tires, and just waiting for Shiv Kumar to send it. And we are getting close. I think Shiv Kumar is just so ready to send it, and I think the Aston Martin needs to stop warming up his tires because if Shiv Kumar goes, that's it for him. He'll have to keep himself on point, and Shiv Kumar is just waiting for that moment. And let's see when he's ready to go. Let's see Shiv Kumar going through the bus stop, and does he decide to send it? And he does. No, not yet. Okay, he does. He's going. Yeah,
and
that's
we have
not.
5 second severe collision for Swagger Mohan there, just before the race resumed, and that's just not good for his wings. Probably we do not have info on that, but Swagger Turbo gets 5 seconds for that. Shiv Kumar is off, and
Oh,
Destroyer Track trying to send it at the Eau Rouge itself, and it is the pressure is on for Shubkumar there, even though he is on the faster tire, on the faster compound there. But yeah, he has to spam the ERS to get away from the track. Great stuff from Destroyer track there.
Yeah, definitely. He was hoping to get an amazing run down to Rouge, and he had the pace. But yeah, as we see you there, Agar losing a lot of time, possibly spinning around. And we see Access Group as well. Again, the midfield is very close at this stage, while the two up front are just keeping close to each other. Midfield are fighting and scrapping for points. As we see the McLaren AKQ definitely very close to Access Group right now, hoping for a mistake, hoping for an issue to pop up. And we see one from Slowy Red loses his car, loses traction on the rear and spins out, losing those positions. Ritesh again is back in this fight. He's going for the move on Swagger Turbo. He's trying to see for gap. Swagger's going to lose a lot of time because he had to sacrifice that on the inside line, but retains the position as Ritesh has to concede that attempt. But again, he's going to try to see if he can
And
get
that's
one
a
more move.
retirement on track. That's a retirement on track by the AlphaTauri driver who did well to give the way to all the drivers. But however,
Safety car,
he has
safety car.
retired on track there by causing the safety car to come out, and it is the second safety car in lap 4. I believe the retirement on track, whether intentional or not, we do not know, but it is a retirement on
Not
track. And yeah.
I'm not sure if Swagger has damage, but he's definitely opting in for. Okay, he's opting in to take away his penalties so that he can rejoin the attack with
And the
lesser
wing
less.
replacement. And the
Oof.
wing replacement. Yeah, I believe he had the end plate gone, the right end plate, I think. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna lose some positions in the pit lane there. And a couple of positions change. Oh,
Let's
6 people deciding to
yeah,
pit.
let some positions for Swagger is not the correct statement. He's gone from P5 down to P13, but that is damage control for him right now. That penalty would have definitely caused a lot of issues, but now he doesn't have to worry about that penalty anymore. Now, as we're on board Sandeep, he's in that Ferrari just waiting for the moment to bounce, but didn't get that at the last safety car restart. Will he get that chance on the Aston Martin again to send one on the inside down towards turn one? Let's see. Let's keep an eye out on that message on the Ferrari. As we're on board Vinay, who is currently in AI mode. I'm not sure if he's disconnected or whether he's just paused at this stage.
Yeah,
But
he
yeah,
just got disconnected and thereby, being ghosted as of now. And well, as of now, I think Swagger and E-Dog look in a great position because it's just lap number 5, and the safety car is going to go probably on for 2 more laps. So this is like 15 laps. If they are able to hold it till the end, they really don't have to pit, and that's just they're gonna have comparatively better advantage than the guys who have not pitted yet.
but there's one more thing that we have to factor in, which is a safety car that could ruin these strategies as well. And it just depends on which one comes out. If there is no safety car, that's an amazing strategy call for both of them, as they'll return a lot of positions as the others decide to pit. And again, let's see what we have in store. Again, this is not actually working in favor of Shukma because the pace he has is comparatively better than the Aston Martin, but he's not got a chance to unleash that pace at all because of these safety cars, and that is having an effect on both his tire life as well as his gaps between these drivers.
Yeah, and see Mamuk Adni making his way up to P10, hoping for a better race results this time. He is also within the. He's basically within the top 10. I mean, along with the drivers ahead of him, so around him, I would say. And
Uh,
Deadshot giving way to cars. I'm not sure if that was illegal overtake for him, but
I think he might have spun. I feel like he might have spun, and that's why they were able to overtake him. It depends. Yeah, I think he must have spun because again, who would want to give positions away for another driver?
yeah, and
Yeah,
see, Vinay has joined the session and he should be able to take control of his car anytime soon. Hopefully, he does that in a straight. Well, lucky for him that the safety car is still out and
Mhm.
he is not going to lose any positions because of that.
Most likely, if I'm not wrong, we'll see the safety car coming this lap. Everyone knows that, so they're getting their tires ready. And as we see those mediums start to sort, hover around. But it looks like it's pretty. Those mediums are pretty good for Mohan right now. He's maintained it. Can we go on board Shiv Kumar right now just to see the condition of his mediums? It is still a bit more worn than the ones at the back, but yeah, that's all. That's tire life for you, at least on the front when you're pushing that hard. Unfortunately for him, that safety car is sort of messing up with the strategy, but let's see what happens there.
Yeah, and I just love the way that Destroyer Rack is weaving to get the temperatures in his hearts there. That's, I think, really hard to do consistently, and it's just interesting to see that.
Definitely, I think he knows he has to do that just to keep himself income in contention for that win because I think Destroyer Drac knows that if his strategy plays well, he is in contention for that win right now, and he needs to just stay close to Shiv Kumar just to make sure he maximizes on that. How long do you think these stars can go on for? I think of 5 more laps, 11 would be where you'd see these guys pit.
Yeah, so as far as I remember, the mediums can go out for 8 to 9 laps, and that is Mohan who has spun.
Mohan,
Safety
safety
car
car in
is
the
in
speed.
this lap, and he has spun around, and he has lost a good amount of positions. He is down to P14, but here you cannot overtake.
Uh,
If he starts to get illegal overtake, there's pretty much nothing that he
uh,
can do. But yeah, he just has to
yeah.
deal with the
I,
position that
I,
he's in right now.
I think he was trying to get a lot of tire temps in those car and in those tires, and yeah, that's what happens when you try to risk it too much. But right now we're on board Destroyer Track, who's gotten a second chance to go at it again. And will we see a return of that last safety car restart where Destroyer Track was going for a move down to Rouge, and we'll see it right now. He's very close to the Shub Kumar right now. His safety car restarts have not been on point for Shub Kumar as he's trying to line up a move around turn one, trying to get a better exit, and he's closer and closer. He's using all his ERS to getting that advantage up towards a Rouge, but getting a bit far back, losing some pace in that straight line. And Shub Kumar definitely keeping the Aston Martin and Bay.
Yeah, Aston Martin getting a better, comparatively better exit than Shivkumar, but so just to neutralize that, he had to spam a bit of ERS, and we see another retirement in the at the end of Eau Rouge. There and Deadshot who has lost, and it's the Alpha Tauri who is completely out of this race. Destroyed Rack very close to Shubkumar there, but manages to keep distance, manages to not make contact. And just as we see speak, it's Archit and Miss was
Yeah,
also around the
definitely.
corner, but
Yeah.
yeah, Archit has fun and he does have some wind damage. He's down to P17,
And
and Ritesh making his way up to
oh, that's
the
mighty
side.
outdone for. Yes, and definitely you can see the Alpine losing so many positions, but Ritesh here looking to grab some positions as he's on the back of that Ferrari down towards Blanchimont. He's definitely eyeing for a move there. He's waiting for that Ferrari to make a mistake, and that is something that we've seen consistently here. Mistakes popping up when you're on the edge, and these drivers are definitely on the edge. And here comes the McLaren getting closer to the Williams. He goes for a move around the outside. Can he stick it for the next few turns? Of course, he's gonna have to seal this move on the outside of the buzzer. Oh, and they both.
Both of them have spun around. Yeah, the contact was bound to happen if they are not considering the car just side by side. But yeah, we see, I believe Williams got some damage on it, and Shubkumar able to get the fastest lap, and he's already 2 seconds of uh, ahead of Destroyed Drag there. But let's talk about the anxiety level. Well, my anxiety just went way up seeing Mighty Owl spinning around there, and the drivers almost got a heart attack. And
Yeah,
well,
and
Williams
Vinay going for a
goes.
move. Oh, he's on the grass. He's very close to going for that move, and he gets the move done on the grass itself. And he has completed the move, gets that position P5 for getting on a pretty risky move, a pretty ballsy move, but that's what we like to see, don't we, ABD?
Yes, that was really a pace from him, even though the DRS is disabled right now, and that, that's his great straight line speed, or I would say the exit that he got in turn just before turn 6 was phenomenal.
To Radion definitely got a better exit there. And we see someone getting a 3 second penalty. It is AKQ, the McLaren at the very back. That's gonna cause a hindrance to his race. But again, let's hope for a bit more of a clean race so that we can get some more action here. Definitely, these drivers are going for putting some action. And we see Mohan definitely under stress from Swagger Turbo, definitely at the back, and Swagger is not leaving an inch there. He's getting ready for the move. Will he get a better exit from Blanchimont? Let's see. No, definitely not. Mohan gets a better exit. He's able to retain that position. But the key aspect here is Swagger apparently takes that corner on the grass. A pretty new strategy there, but yeah, definitely on those hards. Wants to play the long game, needs to play the long game. And Shiv Kumar giving us lap after lap, and DRS is enabled for this lap. So now we will see some real action here from these folks as we have DRS activated down towards Rouge.
Mamu losing a position there to Uday Agarwal just at the end of turn 1 there, but he's not far away from him. He'll definitely have the DRS from him, but even Uday Agarwal is going to get it from Aces Scoop. Pretty much a DRS train as of now for the mid pack. But Destroy Track is ahead, and Aces Scoop gets the position because Vinay does not have DRS. And is Uday Agarwal going to send it down the inside of Vinay? Vinay was able to hold the position for now, and now it's Ace's Scoop turn to defend against the multiple cars that are behind him within the DRS range. He just has to pull away from all of them in a safer position.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you could see the midfield, going for those chances. They know that this is the time in the race where they have to push those mediums so that they can get the maximum advantage out of them before that cutoff time where the hards are bad tires, and they are aware that some people in the midfield have opted for hards. They need to be faster at this stage just to make that difference. And we see the Red Bull got into the wall. That's it for Mohan for now. He has wing damage as far as I saw, and yep, that's gonna be it for him. He's gonna have to get that wing change or get in the pits. And is that damage? Yeah, that's Mamukadni, sorry. Yeah.
Yes,
So
Mamukadni. Well, for a moment I thought it was Mamukadni because it's a Red Bull getting into it. How unfortunate can Mamukadni be always? But Swagger Turbo having not a good time. Well, he did see Mohan, who was ahead of him, spun around, but now Swagger Turbo has to get, if he has to get ahead, he has to get the position from E-Dog, who is one of the WTC contender as of now, so it's not going to be easy for him right now.
definitely, but Swagger is getting ready for it. We've seen Swagger again. I don't think he's interested in overtakes right now. I think he's interested in giving consistent, good laps. But now he has DRS at his disposal. So does the Williams in front. But will that make a difference? Will Spritsteam make a difference here? And we see Uday Agar again, the winner getting Uday Agar getting the best of Vinay and getting that position from him. We see Mamukadmi also scrapping for some positions there. Vinay looks to be just on the edge right now, getting a lot of issues getting out of that corner. And we see the Swagger Turbo definitely trying to go for a move on the outside. He's now got the inside line. He's trying to go for a move, but then the Williams cut, definitely closes the door there. Swagger can't get the move done.
Yeah, that was close for close contact between E-Dog and Swagger Turbo there, and we did see Vinay going off track for a while, but Mamu was able to hack to that and just keep safe distance against him. He's cool for now, but we see Shiv Kumar utilizing the faster compound that he has right now, and he is just pulling away from Destroy Track, and that is Vinay going off track. Mamukadni goes ahead, even E-Dog and Swagger Turbo are able to get the position from him, and the worn tires of Vinay can be seen. Yeah, 9 laps is the limit. As I said, 8 is ideal, and they're just extending it to 9. And yeah, this is the pit window for the medium runners, and we see Shiv Kumar deciding to pit right instantly and not even thinking of extending for another lap.
Yeah, these drivers have to be careful right now because those tires, especially, and we see Swagger going for the move and he gets it done. The Mercedes is ahead of the Williams, and he again looks like Shub Kumar is also getting involved in this action right now as he comes out of the pits to see his teammate go for that move. But it looks like, if I'm not wrong, didn't Swagger is out.
That's
Swagger,
at the turn 5 Eau Rouge, and I think it was. Well, I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, Swagger lost his car and he is out of the session. Well, I do hope that
oh, this is
it
so
is.
bad for Shub Kumar because he just pitted and now the safety car is out, and this is gonna mess with his
Well,
strategy here. I
E-Dog
think.
gets a drive-through for speeding under safety car. Well, you gotta watch the delta there, mate. And he realizes and he's slowing down right now. Well, it is too late to realize that. I just hope that he does not try to serve the drive-through in under the safety car, because that's not possible. The game does not allow you to serve the drive-through under safety car. And
Yeah.
well, good amount of
It
changes.
looks like it went from bad to worse for both those hard drivers. Swagger retiring and then E-Dog getting that drive through. It's over for both of them for the time being. Those and he gets Ritesh gets another drive through.
And
Come
he
on,
has
boys.
binned it, and he has binned his P3 that is holding as of now, and he also has to pit. By the way, we can see the worn out tire, worn mediums. Ray is on right now, and yeah, that's the window for almost all the drivers to pit right now, even whether it's hards or
Yeah,
mediums. I think anyone
definitely.
can pull it out till the end of the
Yeah.
race.
This is gonna help the Aston Martin right now, this safety car, as he's gonna get a lot of benefit from this safety car. Can we see Shub Kumar's on board? Is he close to the Aston Martin? Will he retain the position? And the Aston Martin will be coming
Very
out. Shub
easily.
Kumar, does he get the position? I think it's going to be very close between the Aston Martin and so close between the Aston Martin and the Mercedes driver. Oh, that is extremely close. But here's the important
Disqualified.
aspect.
He's going to be disqualified.
Oh,
Oh my god, that was
oh,
very close to get disqualified. There, Shukla are overtaking the
boy,
safety car.
boys, you have to go slow in the safety car. Why is it so hard?
Well, he was in the mood of overtaking Aston Martin there, so
Yeah, definitely. He overtook the wrong Mercedes engine car.
that was
But
very
yeah,
close to see that Destroyer track. I would say
but
Destroyer track now has the upper hand, even though he is
yeah,
on the
exactly.
P2 position. He now has the fastest stint, and he is very close to Shub Kumar. And we did
Definitely.
see, Destroy Drag. We did see Drag getting most out of the restart. So if he's able to
Definitely.
prove that, the faster compounder is going to just help him even more.
Yeah, I think now Destroyer has to maintain those tires because we saw how quickly those tires, lost their grip at the end of that 11th lap, and that too with two safety cars involved. He has to make sure that if there is no more safety cars here, he has to save tire life on those tires just to be competitive at the end. Because if he isn't competitive and if Shub Kumar is close to him at the end, Shub Kumar will be going for that move.
Yes, definitely. And we see since the strategy that the drivers choose was medium to hard, and yeah, well, most of the drivers right now or are on the harder stint, hard tires right now, and they're gonna have the cold tires at the race restart, and well, the tables have turned as this fire track can uh, is in the good position, very good position as of now for this race.
Yeah, yeah, it's just sad to see some of these drivers losing. Will lose a lot of positions once they serve their drive through. I don't think this late in the race they'll be able to do much. I think Ritesh and uh, E Dog will have that issue and will have that problem now.
Yeah, this looks like the safety car is going to be out for one more lap unless it decides to go now, which is very late. And yeah, we are going to have one more lap of safety car, so the race laps are reduced even more. We do have enough. Yeah, well, we do have enough number of laps for racing here as I see Archit is still out on hard there. That's 8-lap-old Haas, and I'm not sure what he is deciding to, but I can guarantee you that he cannot extend it till the end of the race. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. We can see it's sunny as hell. Yeah, and one more thing I'd like to point out, I believe we have here both Nan in a good position because he's gonna retain P4 and he's very close to Sandeep Maruda, who's on his hard tire. So we might see, if possible, both Aston Martins going on the podium if Gina are has the pace there.
Yes, definitely. And the time penalties, even the drive-throughs are going to come in play as soon as the race restarts. We do know that two people have drive-through, and unfortunate for them that drive-through here in Spa is going to be anywhere is going to be uh, race ruined for you. But yeah, with just like 22 laps left, in 22 laps winning
Hmm.
inside a race is not ideal. You don't have enough time to get back.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I can't wait for the race to restart. I mean, this race had a lot of safety cars, but the more interesting part was how good Destroyer was at the safety car restart. I think this is his chance to get, that P1 position and keep it for the rest of the race because we know Shiv Kumar has a lot of pace compared to the Aston Martin, but again, that hard tire is not going to be a good tire to be on at the safety car restart. It's going to be very cold. It's going to be extremely difficult to warm up, and that's going to cause issues to Shiv Kumar. He might even fall back from the Aston Martin, and will take some time for the tires to or the temperatures to come up. And we have the safety car already in this lap, so I think Destroyer is ready to go, buddy, but don't heat up those tires too much. You want to keep some life in those tires as well till the end of it. You'll need it because Shubkumar is not going to give up this easily on this win. And he's been looking extremely strong throughout the weekend. A few unfortunate strategy issues with the safety car, but yeah, let's see what happens. And Shubkumar, is he gone? Nope, he's still
No, because the
waiting
safety
for
car
it.
is still not in the pits and he cannot go full throttle. But Destroy Drag has enabled his ERS already into the final turn. That is interesting to see because he does not want to, apparently, does not want to lose any second of it. And yes, utilizing that DRS that he has been spamming around, he's already very close and sent it down the inside, almost alongside Shubh Kumar, both of them. Of course, Destroyer Drag gets the better exit since he's already spamming the ERS, and Shubh Kumar just deals with that and decides to have comparatively more cleaner air. And the gap is there about zero point 0.2 seconds, but yeah, now time for Shubh Kumar to push the pressure on Drag there. Cannot get the move there, cannot get the position back from him, but yeah, he's definitely going to put the pressure on Destroyer Drag for now.
Yeah, I mean, Shubh Kumar knows he needs to stay close to Drag to keep the pressure because, again, that pressure counts up for these drivers. I mean, when you know the guy behind you is faster than you know that any moment, any mistake can cause issues there. And we see Archit on getting very close to Mist right there. Mist in P6, Archit in P7. Both of them are rounding up for a good result compared to where they started. But again, it just depends on whether E-Dogs can hold up to that house in front of him. The midfield is very, very close. Jinan again getting closer to Sandeep. And it looks like Ritesh got P3 there with an amazing move against the Ferrari, but he's going to lose that at the end of the race, anyways. But again, Sandeep just needs to maintain that position to get a easy podium and hold back the Aston Martin behind him. As we see E-Dogs getting closer, wonder if he's going to go for a move considering he's got a penalty. And we see someone spun Mohan. He's having a very bad day. Started at P3, ended up in last place right now. Not a good day for that Red Bull driver. And we have a Sector 3.
Retirement there, Vinay has retired, and that is just in the final corner, that is at the end of
Mm,
turn 18. And
yep,
yeah, that
that's
looks
done.
like a terminal damage there. He has spun out, and well, that's a terminal damage for the Alpine driver there. And with just 15 drivers left, the safety car thankfully is not out. It's just yellow flags in sector 3, so drivers have to be careful.
Definitely.
Kumar making his comeback. He was
Oh,
about a second back, but now is closing down despite the DRS being
yeah.
disabled for now. And the position change between Miss and Archit. Archit getting the position from Miss. He is up to P6, but the time penalty is not going to help for him. And speaking of time penalties, we can see AKQ on 8 seconds of time penalty. I believe 5 of them
When
left.
Access Scoop gets the move done, I think that was a strategic change from, or maybe team orders from the Haas team there. Looks like Access Scoop has a better pace than Missed at this stage. Again, misses on a bit of worn tires. That's why he's getting that problem, and he knows he needs to give that position to his teammate who has a better chance to fight against that McLaren and get that position. And as we're on board Shub Kumar, again, he knows he's got better pace. He knows he has more ERS, and he knows that Destroyer is spamming his ERS to keep himself in front, and that's going to cause issues for the Aston Martin here. Shub Kumar is still in DRS, tag zone, and we will see DRS being activated by the end of this lap. But I don't think Shub Kumar will need DRS as he's getting very, very close to that Aston Martin right now, going towards the bus stop chicane. Will he go for a move round the inside? Again, Destroyer covering the inside, but goes to choose to defend the outside line right now. Gets his car in a better position. Shiv Kumar decides not to go for it right now. He decides to get a better exit down towards turn one. Will now DRS enabled, but he won't get access to DRS right now. But still, he's getting closer. Decides to back off because he knows he's going to get DRS down towards Camel Straight, and he knows that's where he can make the move. We're getting a bit of a slower exit though, down towards Eau Rouge. This is it for him. Will he have enough grip? Will he have enough pace? He gets a better exit. He has DRS. He's going to spam his DRS. He's going to get closer, closer, closer. And he is gone through, cleared across that Aston Martin. And the Aston Martin has no chance to go for any countermeasures there. And that is P1 for Shiv Kumar.
Great racing from them, and Shiv Kumar is not backing out right now. He is definitely putting all he can, putting all the efforts that he can to keep the pressure on him, and we did see that the DRS was the right time, and a couple of drivers getting 3 seconds penalty, and Destroy Track is it looks like the dirty air is not working out well for him, and he's already about 0.7 seconds behind Shiv Kumar. Well, he does have to be within his DRS range if he wants to get the position back. It is definitely going to be interesting to see who is going to keep the hold of the P1 at the end of the race. But the gap between P2 and P3 is just enormous. There, it's about 4.5 seconds. Even though the safety car, it was a race restart, I was just about 2-3 laps before. But yeah, the gap is there.
Yeah, Sandeep definitely doing his best to mimic the Truly train because there's a literal train right behind him of DRS cars there. And I wonder how far back, Sandeep can keep Jinan because, again, Jinan is on those medium tires and will be getting that benefit from that extra grip. Will be planning to go for a move soon, and he's getting closer and closer. Jinan knows this is his time. He's going to get one chance down at Camel Straight. He's going to get DRS as well as DRS and will okay, as we're on board Shub Kumar, again, Shub Kumar definitely has a lot of raw pace there, and his setup definitely favors straight line speed, as we can see, even with DRS.
It's another retirement. AKQ has retired. It's just
safety
no,
car.
that's a safety car, and this is not what Shub Kumar probably wanted because it's a fourth safety car of this race, and well, Mamuk Admi dropped down to P12. Ritesh able to serve the drive-through. Well, lucky that he did. Before the safety car came out, he is down to P11 with 3 seconds of time penalties there. And all of the drivers have made the pit stop. Yes, definitely. And Archit right now can definitely think of finishing the race on those hards.
Yeah, just a tip to our drivers there. Please go slow. Don't get any drive-throughs because your race will definitely be ruined right now if you get a drive-through. There won't be enough.
Speaking of which, people not listening to the commentators, getting the commentator curse. Sandeep Maridu has bottled his podium. I'd say the maiden podium that he was going to get. He was phenomenal tonight. Qualifying was so perfect. But in the lap 17, gets the drive through which he has to serve in after 2 laps, and he is definitely going to lose a lot of positions, and that is just unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I mean that's what you do when you don't. That's what happens when you don't follow the delta. It is pretty clear cut. You have to follow the delta. You have to keep your car within it, And if you don't, you're gonna have issues, and he's not gonna have enough time to recover from this. As soon as the safety car is out, you won't see any other safety car coming in, and he decides to go in regardless. That's not gonna help you, buddy. That's not gonna serve that time penalty. I'm sorry, man, but yeah, that's just. I think he's just gonna end his race, retire probably. Let's see what the Ferrari does there. And
Oh,
the
people deciding to go on softs here. It's an
softs.
interesting strategy.
Oh,
Shukuma decides to
wow.
pit. I'm not
What?
sure why he did that.
What?
I'm not sure why he did that. No, that is not the
Um.
ideal position. Another E-Dog getting another
Oh,
drive-through.
wow.
I hope he realizes that he
Okay.
has the drive-through, because a few people do get the bug of
Yeah.
not getting the timer on their screen, and this is
Yeah.
probably what is happening tonight. Four people getting drive-through, and E-Dog gets another drive-through. He has definitely not realized, because even though he did get the earlier drive-through, he's not gonna get it, the notification for it. But if he is not going to realize it, and if he gets another drive-through, he is pretty much out of this. Yes, as
Okay.
we speak.
That's it.
As we speak, he gets the third drive-through, and he is disqualified from the session. And he now
Right.
realizes that he got
Yeah.
three drive-throughs, and that is the most unluckiest thing that could have happened to
Yeah.
any
Unluckiest.
of us.
Are you sure about unlucky? I think driving slow is an important aspect in a safety car, and if you can't do that, of course, you're gonna get disqualified from it. Regardless, I think the more important aspect is Shubh Kumar going on softs. I'm not sure what's Shubh Kumar. I think he is counting or he's hoping for the fact that when the safety car bunches up, he's going to get an amazing start with those, softs on there. But I mean, risking everything so close to the very end when you know that Destroyer will have all of his ERS available there. And again, this is half of the field that he'll have to go up against. Could have any incident as such. It's a lot of risk at the very end for Shubh Kumar to take. And I think he'll have 3 laps. Is that correct? By the end of it?
Yeah, it should be about yeah, 3 laps, and yeah.
I think it looks like we will be having another lap of safety car, unless the game decides
Yeah.
to pull a last-minute surprise on us. And usually what happens is when the car,
Mhm.
the SC enters the last penultimate corner, suddenly puts out the message saying safety car in this lap, and then if that's up, if we get that surprise, we'll have 4 laps. If
Let's
not,
see.
3 laps.
Let's see. And we don't have the surprise yet. L- 3 laps for Shubh Kumar. I mean, we'll see. I mean, this is gonna be amazing entertainment for us because Shubh Kumar is definitely gonna go for some moves there with that soft compound of tires, and no one will be able to match his pace. I think that's for certain that he's gonna send quali lap after quali lap after quali lap, and it's not gonna be the easy thing to do or easy thing to defend against Shiv Kumar on softs for these two Aston Martins there, as their tires are worn. They will be facing issues with grip. But yeah, it's up to Jinan to actually be the best teammate for Destroyer Drag, because he's gonna have to work his butt off to keep Shiv Kumar behind.
Yeah, well, speaking of WCC tonight, Aston Martin is right now in a very good position to gain maximum points available for them. That is, if they are able to pull it out. Well, we cannot predict what will happen, but yeah, there is still fight for P3 as we speak, because Aces Scoop and Uday Agarwal has time penalties, and it's up to Miss if he's able to be within the 3 seconds of both of them, and he should be our yeah, he should be the final
I don't
podium.
I don't think that's gonna be easy because Mist is on 14 Lapo mediums. That's a lot of tire wear there for Mist, and I don't think it's going to be easy to keep himself within 3 seconds. I think he's going to be eaten up by
Can we
Shubh
go on
Kumar.
board Mist just to see how orange it is? Yes, it is.
Mate,
Well,
you're going to get a puncture.
as suspected, I'd say he's in 70% the rear tire, but by the end of the race, he will definitely be in the purchase zone.
Can we check if he's pitted yet? I think he
He
has.
did,
Has
he
he?
did, he
Yeah, he
did,
did. He
he
did.
did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He started on hards, and now, yeah, he is.
That strategy is very, very ballsy, I must say, for Miss. But yeah, I think he's going to get eaten up by Shub Kumar. I think Shub Kumar is going to have an easy time getting P3, but P2 and P1, that's the main goal for Shiv Kumar. I know he's a driver who won't be interested in P3 right now, considering how amazing of a race he had there. And as we see, Destroyer just warming up his tires, getting ready. And our and again, Destroyer has been on point with the safety car restarts, and this is one position, or this is the one time where he has to now lead the pack, and he decides when it's time to go, and let's see what he can do with it.
Yeah, and it all comes down to ERS management right now. With just 3 laps to go, the DRS is going to be disabled in the final lap, and we see Destroy Track has already charged with the ERS enabled before the straight again. Policy move that he has been doing again. I see yellow flag still out there. It's probably because the cars have not crossed the finish line, and Destroy
Oh,
Track.
Shiv
Kumar
Kumar definitely
misses the
getting very close. Sorry about that. Shiv Kumar definitely getting very close. He had to brake very hard to make sure that he avoids the lean snipers, Williams, and that's going to cause a lot of issues for him because he's fallen back by 1 second. And everyone is getting very close after the Rouge. And looks like there's a Ferrari spin. Sandeep Maru, he's gone, and he's lost his positions. And up on board Archie. He's getting ready for a move, but he's a bit far back there. And as we see Shiv Kumar getting closer to that Williams, and we see him getting ready for a move. Will he go for a move on the inside? It's a bit too risky there, but he gets some space. He's getting closer. There's a bit of contact there, but he decides to think better of it and he decides to leave the position.
Yeah, that was a good decision to not fully send it. He was in control of his car to back out just in the right time. He can probably wait for the sector 3 where he can try for the move, and I think Podium is still on for him even though he is on P7 right now, but just 2 laps to go after this. It's going to be close for him.
Definitely, but yeah, I think he might be biting his tongue, biting his lip right now, thinking, why did I go on softs? But again, this is why he went on softs for some overtaking moves, and he gets the Williams quite easily. He has that amazing grip right around the outside, goes for the move and gets it done. Will he go for a move on the inside? He does get it done at the bus stop chicane and gets P5. This is what he's been hoping for. This is what he wanted out of those soft tires, and let's see if he's got enough time to get it done. He's got the fastest last sector. He's definitely going to get the fastest lap as well.
Yeah, and Miss getting eaten up there. We can see the infinite grip there between Shiv Kumar versus Miss there. The fresh soft versus the worn out mediums, which anytime can go out, and Meteor getting 3-second time penalty. Also loses position to Ritesh there. He is down to P9. Uday Agarwal is holding the position of trying to get the position releases. He has to battle him on track because both of them have 3-second time penalty. Ritesh getting 5 seconds for illegal overtake. I believe against Archit, who he has given the position back, and Ritesh accumulating about 11 seconds of time penalty. Ritesh sends it down the inside of Archit and goes back. Archit has spun, and that is the race done for Archit. He is still alive, but right now probably the last position. Yeah, P12 he is.
Yeah, he's alive, but his hopes are dead. And as Shiv Kumar definitely speaking about hoping for that P1 position, getting closer to Uday, but it's getting difficult for him because of the split stream by Access Scoop. Uday is able to, stay in contention. But again, this is the part of the track where we know the Mercedes is very strong and he's incredibly confident. He knows he's got the grip. Oh, I know that Kumar gets very close to Shiv Kumar, and Shiv Kumar knows that he has to be very careful right now to make sure he doesn't make a mistake. One mistake over here will cause him the entire race, will cause him all the efforts that he's accumulated. He knows he needs to wait for that DRS, which is enabled, and here Shiv Kumar knows he now has the pace, the grip, and the DRS to get this move done. As we see him getting ready for the move down in Eau Rouge.
Yeah, and we did see Mamu ka aadmi in Archit spinning in the sector 3. Mamu holding that P11 for now. Great exit for Shiv Kumar, and he can definitely get the position from there who is on 3 seconds time penalty, and yeah, that's an easy move for Shiv Kumar, but right now
But
it all comes down
can he go
to
for the move down on the inside of Axis Scoop? And he goes for it. Two moves. Oh, what he went wide. Unfortunately, I had to give that position. Give both of those positions.
that's
That
a
is
lot of contact there, and he loses position to Lean Zipper, and it looks like Aces Cooper is getting illegal overtake, so he has to give the position back to Shiv Kumar. Shiv Kumar, whose ERS is on into the turn, losing some grip. That is, I'm not sure why people are forgetting to turn
turn
off
off
the
ERS.
ERS. It's still enabled, and yeah, he manages to turn it off, and right now it looks like he's going to be settled down for P4 there. Lane Zipper out of nowhere. The Williams is right now looking good for the P3 there, and
Oh,
Shub
Shub Kumar
Kumar.
gets a penalty. Sorry about that, ABD, but yeah,
Yeah,
definitely destroying his chance of getting the podium now, and that's it for him. He's definitely gonna retain P4, and Lean's gonna get P3.
yeah, well, that was very close bit of racing there, and we did see good contact between the drivers there. Shivkumar not able to, well, like he did not make the turn, but anyways, it's up to the stewards there, and Ritesh having that huge penalty is probably gonna cost him 2 to 3 positions, and there is our winner for tonight. That is Destroyer Drag. Great consistency by him tonight, and he is the Belgian Grand Prix winner. And Aston Martin getting the most points tonight for the Aston Martin. Both of them, Gina and out of nowhere, kept his calm. Gets P2. Lane Zipper is the podium finisher as Uday Agarwal has 3 seconds penalty and he drops down to P4.
On top of that, Sandeep also steals the fastest lap from the Mercedes driver. So it's not a good day for the Mercedes driver today, as he loses a lot of points with that one decision to go on to the softs. Sadly, it looks like he couldn't, again, when you're that behind, when you're so far back and you have to deal with a lot of drivers, it's not easy to go for the overtake, even when you have the fastest tire available there. Won't you agree, ABD?
Yes, definitely. I would say holding position is better than going
Yeah,
for the overtakes in the final few laps, where it is like as we have seen right now, where it is complicated. Uh, you just don't have enough time. He did not have enough time. He did not have enough opportunities as well as the DRS was disabled, and it was just the final lap that he had. He basically ran out of time.
definitely. I think the safety car has played a key role in that Aston Martin victory today, because again, it was very frustrating for Shiv Kumar to lose, to gain a lot of pace at the start and lose it all with the safety car and completely get that nullified by the end of it. And Destroyer Attack definitely, I wouldn't say it's a lucky win, but definitely keeping the consistency up there and keeping himself in contention to get this win today, which is an amazing feat for these Aston Martin drivers.
Yeah, we'll just capture the race results. We see Gina getting the qualifying at P17 and made it up to P2, Lane Zipper P3, or the P getting P4, and Mohan somehow managed to get back to P5. We did not see him coming. Shub Kumar lost good amount of positions and dropped down to P6. Aces Scoop, who was looking good for podium there, but the time penalty did not favor him, and even the last final lap did not was not in his favor. Aces Scoop gets P7, missed somehow managing to complete the race with about 17-18 lap old mediums. He gets P8. Ritesh getting the drive through, and even the 11 seconds he is dropped down to P9. Mighty Owl in the Alpine there gets P10. Mamuk Admi again being unfortunate, fortunate race for him, gets P11 in the Red Bull. Sandeep Maridov in the Ferrari P12. Archit and AKQ in the McLaren getting P13, 14 are the drivers who have finished tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I'm taking a look at that driver standing, I can see so many people. I mean, they're coming from P20 to P4. I think Jinan came from P17 to P2. That race was a complete, a complete, action-packed race filled with a lot of twists, a lot of turns, and again, consistency won the day for the drivers today.
Yeah, well, we are waiting for the drivers, that is the podium finishers, to join our VC, and we shall have the podium interviews up and running.
Definitely. I mean, I think we're waiting just for Jinan right now, the second Aston Martin driver. I think we still have Destroyer Track and Lean Sniper in there, so we will be, continuing with the podium interviews pretty soon. Regardless, how do you think that race caught up there, ABD, compared to the other ones?
Well, we did see there were four safety cars, so it was basically multiple separate incidents that happened. But if we talk about other races where there was a cluster of damage, like multiple cars being involved, so I would say it was good improvement. But yeah, there is still more room for improvement. As
Improvement, definitely.
within just 22 laps of racing, we saw four safety cars, and well, we have our podium runners here, and we'll start with P3 here. If you don't mind, Hap, I'll continue with him, and it's Lean Sipper 21 out of nowhere, the Williams driver. Congratulations on getting that P3. Can you walk us through it, especially the qualifying as well?
Yeah, not a great result in qualifying to start off for the team. I think we started 12th and 13th on the grid. I especially had a chat with my teammate about these safety cars that we had in the race, and I think we kind of just played on that, and just so many incidents in the race also played a part in that. So yeah, it's a good result for the team, and certainly some really good points for the team as well.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Walk us through the final safety car. What happened? What was your strategy? You did see, few of the drivers going for the softs, and what was in your mind at that moment?
Yeah, I did feel that some cars ahead might be up for position, so I just kind of played it safe and just stayed out. And I think my teammate got slapped with a drive-through penalty, and he was also on the same strategy, and which ended up winning his race. And just the incidents at the end of the race in the last 3 laps, I guess, played a big part, and especially the penalties as well. I think of the two drivers ahead of me, I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, that certainly helped. So, especially taking it in the last lap feels really good.
Right, well, penalties do count. So, yeah, congratulations on getting that podium there. And we hope to see you here again, probably for the next week and more upcoming races. Have takeover for Peter.
Yes, of course. I mean, Gina, an amazing race from you. I think you had a very bad quali, started P17, but then maximized everything in the race. Could you let us know what happened wrong with quali? I mean, was it just the track weather, the track temperature? Couldn't get the lap in?
Yeah, so horrible qualifying session. I had a good hot lap at starting of the session, and I just lost it and going on the curve and lost my front wing. And then by the time I came out again, it was raining, so I couldn't do anything more than that.
Yeah, and what about when the last safety car came out? I think Shub Kumar went on to do softs, and again at that stage it looked like your teammate was under threat from that soft tire compound. Did you ever think of pulling a Ferrari strategy in Silverstone by creating a 2 or 3 second gap behind just to make sure you can defend against Shub Kumar and create that breathing space for your teammate?
So I definitely had good speed in the first sector, so I was confident enough that even if Shub Kumar was behind me, I can defend in the first sector, so my teammate had a good chance to win the race. And I saw people having drive-through penalties. I was getting confident because I knew I was getting closer to them, but I was just that meter or 2 meters behind them to get that place from them. And so I just kept my cool. I knew my teammate is up for a drivers championship, so I thought team game, hold the position. So yeah, it was a great race, great result, first podium, and it was gradually it was supposed to come. So yeah, good result the team.
I mean, it's an amazing maiden podium when you consider your team got a 1-2 there. But again, you said it yourself, the being calm, being reasonable in that race got you, those positions. And again, a lot of drivers made those mistakes with drive-throughs and penalties. And I think Aston Martin was one of the teams that did not have a single penalty there involved. So that is a proper, calm, well-thought race from both drivers.
Yeah, exactly. That just shows that if we are on the pace, we can get the result done for the team.
Definitely. Going for ABD, can you take, the interview for our winner for this race?
Yeah, once again, congratulations, Zinan, and congratulations, Destroy Drac, as we see you returning. We did miss you out for 2 weeks, making the comeback not just on the attendance but as well in the podium. Congratulations on the P1. But tell us about the qualifying session first.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It was a great race, actually. I would like to dedicate this win because to my wife. We got recently married. That's the reason I was in India. So I will take this win there.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry?
congratulations on your marriage as well. And well, talk us about the safety car restarts, and we want to know about all four of them because it was you and Shub Kumar pretty much all the time in the restart.
Yeah, I think on the restart, when I was on the hards, I kind of felt that I had a very good grip. I think he was not warming up his tires enough and also warming up his brakes. So, and he was taking an unusual line into turn one, which was giving me a very good exit out of turn one, and I could get a good tow. But I think I made a small mistake in the setup by going slightly with higher wings. I thought of concentrating more on the middle sector, and that's where Shubh Kumar had the edge, and he was really fast over there in those two straights. So I really couldn't do much, and I didn't want to risk taking both of us out as well. So I was being a bit cautious, if you saw on the stream, on both the overtakes that I tried to do. But once I was in the mediums and once he was in the hards, I knew that I had a much better grip and I tried to get it. But he got back to me again with his extraordinary straight line speed. And then I think he pit, and then I knew that the race was mine to lose. So I just kept my calm and got a good restart. Jinan was behind me. He did a good job. That I think he had sent a message in the chat as well that he wouldn't fight with me. So I knew that he was not going to be there. I slowed down, gave him a little bit of toe so that he could stay behind me. But I think he did a great job on his own there. Congratulations to him as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, both of you proved the consistency there. Both of you kept the calm. It was really great to see both of you drive there. And yeah, well, Destroy Rack, we do hope to see you again on the podium for the further races. If you have if you have anything for Destroy, you may.
No, I mean, if I have to marry someone to get P1, I'm just gonna, start searching for someone.
I might do that every week then. Well, once again, congratulations, Jack. Well, this was Tier 3 tonight, and the racing is not over yet for this weekend because as we return tomorrow, that is on Sunday, we have two races. The Tier 2 is going to be streamed at 2:30 p.m. and the Tier 1 is going to be streamed at 9 p.m. Please note that the time has been changed to schedule according to the IRL race that is going to happen. So the Tier 1 race is going to be at 9 p.m. and it will be streamed on our YouTube channel. And once again, a reminder that you too can take part in our league racing just by joining our Discord server. And well, you can find the link in our description. This is it from us tonight, and we hope to see you tomorrow. Good night.